Voodoo. It's like, that's a big thing in Florida, period, though, with Haitians and Zoes and stuff like that. But
I say, my grandma do voodoo, and we chop the head off a goose. I got a couple songs referencing like stuff, cause like that's what I'm tied in with. You get what I'm saying?
So, y'all remember how Fulio got gunned down on his 26th birthday in Tampa? Well, that wasn't the first time this dude caught some lead. Fulio was like a cat with 9 lives, surviving multiple shootings over the years. He was out here dodging bullets like he was in the Matrix or something. Now, check this out. Fulio used to call himself a demigod. Yeah, you heard that right. In that No Jumper interview in 2022, he was all like, I ain't going nowhere. I'm a demigod. You can't get me. Man was feeling himself, thinking he was untouchable. But here's where it gets real interesting. Fulio was deep into this voodoo stuff. He believed in these rituals that were supposed to keep him safe. And guys, Fulio spilled some tea about the voodoo scene in Florida, and he wasn't just talking about your basic palm reading or crystal ball stuff. Nah, this was some next level hardcore ritual action. It started off with this graveyard sleeping business. Fulio said some folks be out here catching Z's with the dead for days on end. Can you imagine that? Laying down in a cemetery surrounded by tombstones for like 3, 4, even 7 days straight? That's some dedication right there. And not to forget the parts about sleeping in an open casket. I mean, can y'all believe that?
you gotta go sleep in an open casket for like 5, 6 days. Yeah. Shit, like, it's like just dumb, like shit you gotta go through. Like, okay, you'll get it. You want a to be f***ed up about you take her head.
Now, why would someone do this crazy stuff? Well, in some voodoo traditions, they believe sleeping in a graveyard can connect you with the spirits of the dead. It's like you're tapping into their power, maybe even getting their protection. Fulio probably thought this was giving him some serious spiritual backup, but hold up, it gets even wilder. Fulio mentioned drinking animal blood, especially chicken blood. Now, I know what you're thinking, that's nasty as hell, but in voodoo, blood is seen as a powerful substance. It's like liquid life force, you feel me?
You sleep in the graveyard for like 3 days, 4 days to a week. Drink chicken, like animal blood. It's different stuff though,
Drinking animal blood in these rituals is supposed to give you strength, power, maybe even some of the animal's qualities. Like if you drink chicken blood, maybe you think you'll be able to escape danger quick, just like a chicken running from a fox. Fulio was keeping it vague about whether he actually did these rituals himself, but you could tell he knew what was up. He was probably thinking, if I got the spirits of the dead and the power of these animals on my side, ain't nobody can touch me. But wait, there's more. Fulio talked about meeting the voodoo lady too. Now, who's this mysterious figure? In voodoo traditions, there's often a person who leads the rituals. They might be called a priest or a priestess, a mambo or hungan. This voodoo lady Fulio mentioned, she's probably the real deal, the one who knows all the secrets, all the rituals. She's like the plug for the spiritual world. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta come to Florida and just meet your woo lady and go through the process.
Imagine Fulio rolling up to this lady's spot. Maybe it's a little shop with weird smells and strange objects all around. She's probably got candles burning, herbs hanging from the ceiling, maybe some chicken feet or other animal parts for her spells. Fulio probably sat down with her, told her about his beefs, his fears, his dreams, and she's there, nodding, maybe throwing some bones or reading some cards, telling him what he needs to do to stay protected. She might have given him special objects to carry for protection. In voodoo, they call these things grizz bags. It's like a little pouch filled with herbs, stones, maybe some dirt from a graveyard, all blessed and charged up with spiritual energy. But the rituals don't stop there. Voodoo's got all kinds of wild practices. Some people make dolls that represent their enemies, thinking they can control or harm them from a distance. Others might sacrifice animals to appease the spirits or gain their favor. Now, I ain't saying Fulio was out here doing all this himself, but you can bet he knew about it. He probably had friends or family who were deep into this stuff. Maybe he even participated in some rituals, thinking it would give him an edge in the streets. And for a while, it seemed like it was working, right? Fulio was out here beefing with dangerous dudes, dropping diss tracks left and right, and somehow staying alive through it all. Every time he dodged a bullet or escaped a dangerous situation, he probably thought his voodoo protection was the real deal. At the end of the day, it's another life lost too soon in this rap game. Whether you FW Fulio or not, you gotta admit, the dude lived life on his own terms. He believed what he believed, did what he did, and paid the ultimate price for it.
This just be my room right here. Them boys shot my house up. I was right there on the bed, me and my little brother Quan. They shot my house up from right here. This is my mama's shit right here. They shot my mama's house up. They shot this part right here.
Guys, just when we thought the Julio Foolio drama was over, his mom comes out swinging with some wild news. I'm telling you, this story's got more twists than a roller coaster. So Fulio's mama, Sandrea, jumps on X, formerly known as Twitter, and drops a bomb that's got everyone talking. She's planning to make a documentary about her son's life, and trust me, she's not holding anything back. It's like she's got a secret diary, and she's ready to read it to the whole world. First off, she's calling out other moms like it's roll call at school. Sandrea is like, I'm the only mom keeping it real, while these other ladies know exactly what their boys were up to. Ooh, can you imagine? I bet there are mamas all over Jacksonville ducking for cover right now. It's like when your nosy aunt starts spilling family secrets at the cookout, you know it's about to get messy. But wait, it gets crazier. Sandrea says she was shot at 8 times. Yeah, you heard me right. 8 times. I had to read that twice to make sure I wasn't seeing things. I mean, I stubbed my toe and I'm acting like the world's ending. This lady took 8 bullets aimed at her and she's still here telling her story. That's not just tough, that's like superhero level stuff.
My house was always a trap. Every house I lived in was a trap. I know they say don't shit where you sleep. Shit, I always had to shit where I sleep. I ain't lying. For real.
And get this, she says she didn't even try to get back at the people who shot at her. Now, I don't know about you, but if someone shot at me once, let alone 8 times, I'd be mad as heck. But Sandrea, she's out here forgiving people like it's her job. It's like she's got the patience of a saint or something. Now, Sandrea isn't just here to spill tea, she's giving us a whole history lesson on how Fulio got famous. Apparently, all this beef that led to the drama has been going on since 2014-2015. That's almost 10 years of back and forth, y'all. It's like a real-life movie. But instead of love stories and happy endings, we've got rappers beefing and street drama. And listen to this juicy bit. Some of the same women who are now happy about Fulio's death, they used to look up to Sandrea's. She was their teacher. Can you imagine sitting in class, learning from Ms. Mays, then going home and listening to her son's music, and now they're out here cheering that he's gone? That's a twist I didn't see coming. But here's the part that really gets me. Sandrea talks about how she was always on Fulio's case about the beef. She was yelling at him, begging him to take stuff down from social media. You can almost feel how scared she was, trying to keep her son safe. It's like watching someone try to stop a speeding car with just their hands. You know it's not gonna work, but they've got to try anyway. I gotta give it up to Sandrea for being so honest about all this. It can't be easy to tell everyone your business, especially when you're still sad about losing your kid, but she's determined to tell the real truth, as she calls it. And honestly, I'm here for it. In a world where everyone's trying to look perfect on the gram, it's nice to see someone just lay it all out there, no fake stuff. She even gives a shout out to people like Young Thug and Zaytoven for believing in Fulio when he was just a 17-year-old youngin' with big dreams in Atlanta. It's like she's giving us the behind-the-scenes story of how Fulio got famous. I don't know about you, but I love a good story about someone making it big. It's like watching a little plant grow through a crack in the sidewalk. You know, it wasn't easy, but it's pretty amazing to see. But let's not forget the sad part of all this. Fulio was only 26 when he died. He was out celebrating his birthday, for goodness sake. One minute you're having fun, feeling on top of the world. And the next, it's all over. Now the cops are on the case, with the police chief making big promises. He's saying they're gonna catch whoever did this, no doubt. They've got everyone from the local cops to the FBI working on it. It's like they've called in all the superheroes to solve this case. But you know how it is, sometimes the streets know more than the police can find out. I don't know about y'all, but I'll be first in line when this documentary comes out. Something tells me Sandrea has got a lot more to say, and I can't wait to hear it. Will she name names? Will she spill some industry secrets? Will she finally tell us what really went down in those Jacksonville streets? Only time will tell, but you can bet I'll be glued to the screen waiting.